X-Blaze.
Welcome to the All Seas Collectors Edition podcast, everyone. I'm your host, AJ, with my co-host, AJ, your DM, AJ, and Dom behind the camera.
I got the missing man formation here.
That's right, everybody.
For the
We are
boss.
setting up the live store, or the new store down there. It is going awesome, but it means all hands are on deck down at the new store. James is down there plugging away, getting everything ready for you. Everybody's just getting all the work done so we can bring you guys the best grand opening we can next week on Saturday, August 1st.
It was cool to go down there today. I mean, they did a lot of work going on, but you know, it looks good.
Now, as you all know, we like to give you some things on this podcast. This month, we're giving away the Love Town by the Yon Twins, signed by both Yon Twins right there.
Both.
All you need to do to win this is like, comment, and share everywhere podcasts are found. That includes here on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on X, on iHeartRadio, on Google Play, on Apple iTunes, on Spotify, on Podbean. You have about a dozen chances every month to like, comment, share, subscribe, do those things, and we will throw your name into a randomizer. We randomize all the names at the end of the month, and one name gets pulled for next month. First podcast will be announcing that winner of the Yon Twins Love Town.
Love Town.
All right, everybody. We have some sponsors on this podcast. First up, Goat & Sons up in Arvada there. Goat & Sons, great place to post all the time up there. I see that somebody just pulled that Zygarde SIR up there.
Yep.
Great stuff there. Now, Mutiny Information Cafe, Comics and Coffee down on Broadway, our other sponsor there. Awesome place. If you guys haven't been down, go by, pick up some coffee, check out some of their books, their comic books, maybe catch a show. We also have PokeCon Las Vegas. PokeCon Las Vegas is going to be next in November. We will be out there again next May. We do it every other time, but it will be there in November. Thank you all for joining us. Juan Mancho, good to see you today. All right, everybody, let's get into...
Was he here earlier? That one?
See him here.
Oh, see
Right
here.
here,
I
see
thought
him
he
here.
said the other guy that came in and said, I haven't seen you in a while.
Now, that being said, let's get into our coin corner over here, everybody. Let's talk some spot prices. Gold and silver, it's been a weird week. They were really low earlier this week. They had a rebound. They had a back. So gold right now is at 48. So $4,048.60. It's rough. It was under 39 for a minute, and it bounced back up. Then you got silver today is at 57.53. It's dropped down below 57 recently, but the other day it was as high as 61. So it's bouncing around within a $5 range almost on a given day.
Yeah, we lost $2 and $80 in gold today. It's crazy. Crazy day.
Things going on in the war, the strait not being opened up, that's affecting all of it. It's a crazy time out there. As we always say, invest in physical assets, people. Gold, silver, you can't go wrong, especially at these prices. I'm selling more than you.
You should be buying that.
Yeah, I should be buying a lot more, and I'm buying some, but like this is the time for you guys. Now, our favorite segment here on the podcast, we have a lot of favorite segments, but this one, Taylor Campbell's Crypto is good.
That's right.
This is where we like to talk about the crypto markets and compare them to physical goods using our Campbell Soup metric. Now, this is from our friend Taylor Campbell, which is how we came up with the Campbell Soup metric here. XRP today, what our friend Taylor has invested a lot into, is at $1.11 a share, up from $1.09. Now, right now, if you wanted to get yourself a chunky can of Campbell Soup, it's going to cost you $2.48 pretty much anywhere, or $2.99 at King Soopers. A regular can is going to cost you $1.28 or $1.50 at King Soopers, which means right now, Campbell Soup still going for more than XRP. One XRP, not buying you a can of Campbell's Soup.
It's funny, the Kings had it at 169 last week, and then now it's back to 150 like everybody else. It's a crazy watching soup go up and down every week.
Oh,
it's funny.
It's one of the funniest metrics. I love that we actually follow that. We got Tony, Big Tone. Thank you for joining us here. Juan, you're selling coins on Whatnot. Nice, your first stream. Hope that goes
Congratulations.
well for you, sir. Everybody, please like, comment, share, interact with us as we're doing this today. It's just me, so having a little break would be great here. Now, I'm just ignoring Dom. Dom ain't even
I don't
here.
talk much.
We got some new sports card releases this week. First, the big one, Topps Chrome 2026, everyone. 2026
There
Topps
it is.
Chrome hobby boxes in stock, $300. One autograph per box. You got Judge right on the front there. There is a chance to get the one-of-one double Ohtani Logo Man. So it's a Logo Man, and it's like both Logo Man patches and
Really?
the Ohtani. Yeah, it's like,
Doesn't this have the one where they have a home and away?
yeah, it's his home jersey and his away jersey with a signature in English and a signature in Japanese.
Okay.
That is such an amazing piece. Our guy Josh was talking about it. Awesome piece there. But definitely check it out. The Ohtani 101 possible to get in the new Topps Chrome baseball. Now, we got a couple other pieces that came out this week as well. You got your Topps Inception. Topps Inception basketball high-end product here.
That's
$600. You get an autograph or an autograph relic in every box. One pack, 7 cards, $600. Not quite $100 a pack, but you could hit some big, big stuff in these.
Yeah. I've seen most people that either they hit big or you get about half back.
Speaking of big, also about $100 a card here. We got Ultimate Collection. Hide that. You don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see
we
that.
can't do that.
Ultimate Collection Upper Deck Hockey. Upper Deck Hockey right there. Ultimate Collection. The price is a mystery. Who knows what it is? I wish I could tell you, but they won't let us tell you. But I'll tell you, it's not quite $100 a card.
There we go. Yeah, Upper Deck doesn't allow us to do that.
We're
guys.
not allowed to show you all the price for Upper Deck. They're
They have
very particular about that. Sorry, Upper Deck. I didn't even notice I had that tag. All right. Here we go. We got Donruss basketball, Panini, 2 autographs or memorabilia cards per box. I've got mega boxes. I've got blaster boxes.
What's up, Sean?
Panini's still putting out that basketball right now. It's still hot, people. Anything basketball is hot, and your autograph and memorabilia card finds are going to be big still, no matter what in these. Sean Gershbaugh, thank you for joining us. Once again, everybody, it is just myself and Dom tonight. James setting up that new store, getting ready for August 1st. All right, you can kill that camera for a moment, Dom.
You got it.
Now, next thing we're going to talk about is our new TCG products. I got nothing to show you because it's not here yet. Gundam releases this weekend. Gundam GD05 dropping starting tomorrow. It is being next day aired to us. It'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have it on sale by noon at both locations. We have our events for it this weekend. Going through next week, we run Gundam pre-release events, so some of the product will be held back for those. The rest will be on sale. I've got a good bit of that product coming in. If you're looking for that Gundam, come on out tomorrow. We just got to wait until about noon when we have that product in stock, everyone. All right. Next up, it is AJ's Toy Talk instead of Trish's Toy
You
Talk.
got all that stuff today.
It's all my segments,
All
man.
the segments. I'll do the quote.
I'm very excited about some of these here. Oh, I'm going to just keep this on the big screen. Can't even fit it. This is the new DC Direct Poison Ivy by McFarlane Toys.
Oh, really?
I am so excited about these, everybody. I collect DC Direct myself. The line stopped maybe 5 years ago now. It feels like it's been a while since I've been able to pick up any new ones. The fact that McFarlane's taking it over and they're keeping it very like the old ones. This feels very much like the collection I already have going.
Yep.
Bases are a little different, but I could start a new case with these. You got the Poison Ivy here. I love the sculpt on it. I love give you that back image sculpt. Beautiful base. I love the way the vines are running into it. I'm a big statue guy. I've got multiple cases of statues at home. I've got the DC Direct line. I've also got the DC Bombshell line. A couple of Marvel ones, but Marvel really doesn't put them out as well as the DC ones do.
Yeah, and there were a lot of the
Marvel does a lot of busts and stuff, and some
Yeah.
big ones. I have like a big Venom. I have some Spider-Man. This one, though, I'm literally, this one's coming home with AJ. AJ will be buying this, talking about myself in the third person.
That's
Getting a
awesome.
little bit of an ego here, being the only one on the podcast. So this is the Batgirl by J. Scott Campbell. Purple suit with the yellow tones. One of my favorite designs for Batgirl, going classic design on that. Flip that around, show you that full style bust on the back again. Love these. These are solid quality statues. They are going for $240 each. All right. Next up, what's my next segment here?
You have comics.
Comics. We got to talk about. Oh, I'm hiding stuff. I got so many different things going over here. All right. Comic picks of the week, everybody.
Here we go.
Now, we've got the 300th issue special of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Selling out fast. If you guys want to jump in, this is a big one. I know a lot of people like Turtles, specifically on those anniversary issues. They always make them good. I highly enjoyed this issue. I'm not even caught up with Turtles, but reading this today was a really fun one. Definitely recommend it. If you're already reading Turtles, make sure you don't miss it. But otherwise, great jumping on point.
What are you drinking tonight, buddy?
We're drinking a Voodoo Ranger G-Force.
G-Force.
All right.
That's velocity.
Marvel Zero tonight. We got Marvel Zero #1, or number 0 perhaps. It is a launching point for the Marvel Universe stuff going on right now. A good read, highly recommended, coming straight from Ginger Cool. Now, it feels like every week we have to have an absolute book, and this week is Absolute Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman fighting multiple different things you can see going on here. You got Cerberus on this cover. You got some Sea Devils. Once again, going and fighting gods. This is the way I like my Wonder Woman. If you haven't been following Absolute Wonder Woman, it is a great read. Not like the regular Wonder Woman stuff, at least not the current stuff. Definitely give it a read. Highly recommend. Cheesy good time. We haven't said it yet. All right. X-Men, the Hellfire Murder, also known as the yearly X-Men prom. Hellfire Club gets, or the Hellfire Gala is every year these years. This one is murder mystery theme, but it's prom for X-Men, everybody, and we love a little prom story here.
Yeah, that girl.
This time we got a murder prom.
Was it Mutiny? What was her name? She turned up last year.
Now, this might be the biggest book of the week. This is Terminal, the brand new one by Robert Kirkman. We've still got some blind bags and some variant covers like this one here left, but I am out of cover A's, and my guy Josh was worried he over-ordered on this. We might have under-ordered still. Kirkman, hot. You never know when the next Walking Dead #1 is, and it might be this. Terminal, very much like an X-Men or Wildcats 90s feel to it. Make sure you all check that on out. Sean Gerspaw saying that he thought Trish was at Home Depot getting her gremlins. She might be. She just had to go. She said she's getting business done. Now that I think about it, that business might be gremlins.
Are there gremlins though?
Now, I picked this as my worst cover of the week, but I got to be honest, the more I look at it, I think the design threw me at first. It's a little quick. It's like it's not detailed, but I love what's going on here. There's so much going on. You got Aquaman up there with some weenies on the trident. You got Superman here roasting steaks. You've got the Atom jumping, doing a cannonball right off Power Girl's titties. It's a pretty cool cover, honestly. The more I look at this, that's a fun cover. Batman right there, snorkeling. You can't see him. Like, it's fun. It is a little bit of a quick sketch style, but it's a fun swimsuit edition. And I'm even going to say pick of the week there. I have no worse covers.
So we got.
All right. That is our comic picks. Now we're going to talk more about comics, though, because this brings us into buys of the week.
Okay.
And everybody, our buys this week are going to be comics, and more comics. Give me a second to wet my lips so I can take a breath.
Ranger. Taking that Voodoo Ranger.
Yep, there we go.
Juiciness meets max velocity.
Now, everybody, we got a great comic collection coming in this week. Lots of keys for our buys of the week here. Amazing Spider-Man #65, clean copy, awesome classic cover issue here. And another Amazing Spider-Man I want to show off at the same time. You might know this guy, a little guy called the Rhino, first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 41. Both those just came in this collection this week. Beautiful copies. A little bit of wear on this Rhino. You can see there's some like tearing in the cover almost, but still very nice condition. World's Finest #173, literally one of my favorite covers. We get this one in pretty frequently. It's a pretty common cover, or not common, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty notable cover. Yeah. Key cover. That's the word I'm looking for at this point. It's not necessarily a key issue, but that cover really stands out where you got Two-Face, or Batman turning into Two-Face, and Superman turning into the Super Fiend Kralik. And then
this one.
This, If This Be Doomsday, Fantastic Four 49, The Coming of Galactus, The Silver Surfer. awesome issue here, 12-cent issue, beautiful condition. All this and more came in, a beautiful vintage lot. We're always buying vintage comics here. In fact, we're always buying comics in general, comic collections of all sizes. We're also buying sports cards. We're buying toys. We've been making a lot of buy posts about this. People sending us in message after message, asking us questions right now about what some of our different ads, what we're buying. So I just wanted to take some time to go over that. Toys, I'm buying most toys, almost anything. You know what? Let's start with what I'm not buying. I'm not buying Beanie Babies. That might be the only thing I can really think. I don't really want McDonald's toys. They're cheap. If you bring me them, I weigh them by the pound, and it's like $1 a pound, like cheap stuff. I'll buy Funko Pops. They're like $2 each, but I buy them. I know a lot of people in town won't. I'll buy it, and I'll look up your good ones. If you have good convention ones, we'll always look those up. But otherwise, toys, we're always buying. Loose toys, we really are going to be looking for older stuff. But if you've got all the pieces, all the things, we'll always look at it. As far as sports cards, we're buying everything. This might be the first time I've been able to say this. We're buying everything. The boss greenlit 80s and 90s sports cards. Mm-hmm. He ain't here to tell you himself. This might be the craziest thing that's happened the whole time I've been in all season. I've been in all season a long time. We are buying 80s and 90s sports cards. Now, we are still looking for the hits. We're going to be looking for the Griffeys, the Jeters, the Jordans. You know, your Gretzky still at that point. You've got your big names in that time period. That's what we're going to be looking for. But we're looking for even common pieces from them. You got to see that they're now, 30 plus years old.
Like huge. You're not going to pay a lot for them, but we're buying them.
$1 or $2 each, which a lot of people don't even pay that. Mm-hmm. And some of them I might only charge $2 on, so I might only be at 50 cents. But again, we're buying 80s and 90s, and I dare you to find anyone else in town saying they're buying 80s and 90s cards. First time I've been able to say it. We've always bought the hits, but I'm buying cards now.
Right. These are what we have right here, too.
Yep. So. And I've got 80s and 90s cards in stock. That's actually my wall. We like to cover it up a lot of time, but I left it open this time because we wanted to show you guys. We do carry them. You could come in and you could buy a blind box right now for $50 for 5,000 cards. 80s and 90s stuff. We carry it. We get the good stuff. I don't even sort through all it. There might be great. Honestly, I might have to go through these and see if I can't find some of those.
We miss them.
I bet. Yeah. We ain't got time to go through this stuff. We just put them in those boxes. But if you've got the stuff, you pull out your hits, pull out your big names, bring them on in. We'd love to see what you have in stock on those guys.
So we have one more thing I'm going to say is that on the gaming side, physical media.
Oh, yeah.
For gaming, which ones are we taking? Which ones are we not?
I'm not saying everything just yet, and that's because there's some stuff that's hard. Basically, what I don't want is Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, but I mean, you got to Fallout New Vegas, I'll buy that. You got some good ones, I'll buy it. I don't really want anything from the Wii U generation. Basically, think that Xbox 360, PS3, Wii U, and I don't really want much PS4 right now, unless if it's games not on Game Pass. If I can't just get it on my PS5, I probably won't. And that's changing, though. We've added more that we're buying. We used to not want any PS4. Now I'll get some. Because again, physical media is changing. They're starting to get rid of it, and I want to get ready on that stuff.
And they're eliminating stuff on the
on Game Pass and all that. I don't really want Xbox One games, but again, if you got big ones, I'll pick them up. Cartridge games, always. Now, the most produced games always are going to be your sports games. So we pay on things like your Maddens, your 2Ks, any of that stuff. If it's not this year's, it's probably going to be 25 cents to $1. It only sells for a couple of bucks. Everybody's looking for the new hot one. Nobody really has any keyers they're looking for. Now, there's some exceptions. There's it's 2K, I think 11 was the last year that college players were in. It's a big game. There's a few big ones. We can check those big. I think 2008 might be a big one, 2005. It's like certain sports. It's like NBA, I believe, is 2011. And
so different ones. 2K, not NBA. NFL
2K5, yeah. So
that was the last one.
Blitz, a big one. So there's certain games we'll always look at. But we will buy all of that stuff. And you bring in those video games I'm always looking for cartridges. And I'm also buying new system stuff. I would love Switch games. I would love Switch 2 games. I'd love current PS5 games if you have them actually on disc. Any of that we are also buying. Thank you all for joining us. Kurt Bishop, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Once again, you've joined the AJ hosting All C's Collector's Edition podcast.
All AJ,
all the time tonight. James is too busy getting that second store set up. Join us for that grand opening on September 1st down at the brand new store.
August 1st.
August 1st.
I'm here.
You're here to correct me because I'm thinking about the show already.
He's drinking.
I'm having a drink. I'm thinking about the show. August 1st, everybody, join us down there. And then September 4th, 5th, 6th, our next con we're going to be going into here in just a bit. Let me move on. We got some news to go into here. Sports news, everybody.
Oh, there's not a whole lot. I've been having to dig.
ESPN fired some big names. Ryan Clark was fired on air, 30 minutes left in his show.
They literally pulled him to the back, fired him. He knew what it was. And they had a little conversation because am I here still? And they're like, let him go. And then I heard all the other ones. There's a lot of the.
What happened? What did they say? Why
they
they
don't
fired?
say why is the problem. They haven't said anything. They're just trying to cut some fat, I guess. But
And Cam Newton and I get it, but cutting someone mid-show, that'd be like James walking in right
Yeah,
now. It's time to get out of here.
I like listening to Cam Newton, but I'm not sure if that fourth and
James.
fourth and goal or something. That's his big show. I'm not sure if that was an ESPN show or if that was his.
Okay.
Because I watch that one all the time. But I think he was on ESPN doing anchor stuff.
And then the Spain and Argentina final was people saying Argentina was cursed. Almost no kicks on goal till the end there. It was crazy. But Spain pulled it out. Argentina, really bad sportsmanship. A lot of people going into this saying they just wanted to make sure Spain won because Argentina was like one of the worst teams that could. And I wasn't following it well enough to know the drama, but man, as I looked some of it up online.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. We went down that rabbit hole, and basically they said they weren't, they don't know how they got there. They got there by the refs.
Yep.
So, and then you hear after all the stuff they didn't do afterwards, they turn their backs to them. Then you have the older thing with the political thing going on. That was old. It was a show, man. It was really a show.
Oh, yeah. Will Green, thank you for joining us. And you're joking with me saying that James is standing behind me ready to go ahead and tell me it's time to go. Just like old Ryan there. Ryan Clark, gone. Me, gone. All right. Now, speaking of Clark's, Caitlin Clark's latest technical foul brings her dangerously close to an automatic suspension. With her seventh and one more, she'll be suspended automatically.
Yep.
This has been an issue. Caitlin Clark, coming into last year, all the girls were fouling her. And she got rougher this year. She got more defensive and now is kind of paying for it.
They're saying she's flopping a lot more. So
my thought is what I've seen from it. And again, I didn't follow her in her college years, but last year I just watched girls beating her up one after another. And this year I watch her not take it.
I think the whole league is like that. They're beating each other. Forget this one here.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not.
I forgot to erase that.
Forget that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that was last week's.
Yeah. Conor McGregor.
We had a whole that post went nuts. Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah. So
all right. So here's some little extras that have to deal with some of your other
wrestling stuff here. So I saw this. The Batista saying he'd rather go broke than return to wrestling. He'd take no check. And a lot of that. I don't know if you know some of the drama here, but Batista got heavily fined by Vince McMahon back in the day, and then basically left wrestling on some bad terms. But it started with when they changed the rules on live TV about cutting, which is what you call when they like actually cut themselves and they bleed.
What Dusty Rhodes used to do. That's why his head was so small.
Vince McMahon told them to stop doing it, and if they did it, he actually didn't tell them what would happen. But at one of the matches, it was like Ric Flair versus Batista, I believe, and Batista decided the match had to have it, and so he did some, and he got fined $100,000, which was damn near his yearly earnings at that time.
That's insane. But you go further into that podcast when he was talking about this or that, whatever it was they're interviewing, he was saying he ended on a storybook career and he just said, I'm done. I'm not going back. And he did well. I'm glad he did well too. Usually a lot of them don't.
And so Bayley has not signed her WWE contract. I see you put his AEW in the mix here. Now that's a lot of people online speculating. No, they're not. I'm gonna tell you right now. Nope, they're not. She wants to go to AAA. She wants to go to AAA. In fact, the amount of good wrestlers who are moving to AAA, which is owned by WWE, it's the Mexican wrestling.
Okay.
Is fantastic. So Bayley is going there. She's been doing it for a while and is way over in AAA. Damian Priest is moving over there, way over, doing great in AAA. AAA currently ran by The Undertaker.
Oh, wow.
He's
really?
writing it. He wrote the entire story for El Grande Americano, which is one of the best wrestling things that's happened in the last 10 years. And yeah, Bayley the rumor is she's not resigning to WWE because she wants to sign exclusive with AAA.
Wow,
she's going to be wrestling in Mexico.
No mention of that whatsoever.
Yeah, everybody always wants to say it's AEW, but AEW ain't getting Bayley. Now with that, fist fights at San Diego Comic-Con already. It's just started. What's going on with this?
So Batman: The Dark Knight they have a hardcover done by an independent. It's basically all these different artists rewriting each page, doing it their way.
Oh God.
So this thing, I guess, blew up. It's for what do you call it? A GoFundMe type thing for somebody, or it's a charity thing, and thousands of dollars for it. And then they had to pull it down. I went to the website; it is no longer exist anymore because so many fights were happening over this book when during San Diego Comic-Con. So they've ended it, but yeah, some of these hardbacks are going for like a couple $1,000 right off the bat.
Insane.
And I looked, there was no big names. I looked, they have a video of the book going through the book, and it's really good. But I don't know why. It's just like anything else, speculation. Why?
I have a feeling that Comic Cons are about to take off. And I want to be very specific about this. You all see how card shows have really taken off. I think Comic Cons are going to be the next thing. And I don't necessarily mean the big ones we see. I really don't mean Fan Expo. That's not a Comic Con anymore. I'm not even sure I mean Colorado Springs Comic Con, but it uses the name. But comics are starting to hit this area where things are starting, people are going after them. They're speccing on them more.
Mhm.
New comics are going way higher than they should be right now. And people thinking Comic Cons are like card shows where they're just going to spec and buy, I think is going to start being a thing.
Yep.
But you have to call yourself a Comic Con, a fan expo, or a thing where it's about the big names, the celebrities coming out, and not if it's about comic artists coming out and they can get their comic signed, I bet that's going to go over well too. But it's going to be about Comic Cons for a minute.
Okay.
It's going to be where people can spec, because everybody right now is about gambling their money away, whether it's doing Comic Cons, whether it's cards, crypto, Kalshi, whatever it is. People are looking to invest in other things. Here at All Seas, we're all about investing in physical goods. That's what we keep talking about here, whether that's comics, cards, coins, collectibles. We believe something that you can hold on to that's always yours can bring back. I can't say the same for crypto. I can't say the same for any bets gone wrong on Kalshi,
Right.
but collectibles all day, every day. That's why we're here. Now, Doomsday. I want to talk about this with you for a minute, Dom.
It's
The
what'd you
trailer
think?
dropped. I know you didn't like it.
I didn't
I'm gonna
like
start
it as
there.
much.
I loved it.
Okay, why?
This is the most concise that Marvel as a universe has felt in a long time. We have been dancing around a whole bunch of ideas that we failed. We have introduced the X-Men in a couple ways, though. We've had them in Miss Marvel. We've had them in the Wanda, Doctor Strange, and the multiverse story. We've established the multiverse very well.
Right.
So I know it was a little X-Men heavy at the beginning, but I think that's because they wanted people to understand that this is really that kind of crossover. We needed to show Fantastic Four coming in. There were some small nitpicky things that I have in it. Gambit in it is fighting at one point. Who's he fighting against?
What's his name? Not Chun.
No, yeah, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi would kill Gambit in 1.2 seconons.
Yes.
Just, I love Gambit too. Don't get me wrong. But Shang-Chi would 70 hits and Gambit's down.
Yeah.
I'm going to save it for the movie. I mean, we'll see how these things play out. You got to do it cinematically.
You have to remember that they base these trailers off the first reel.
Yeah.
So you don't know where all this stuff is coming from.
And that's why sometimes you get
Excuse me.
scenes in the trailers that don't even make it in the movie.
Right. And they're good at that.
Yep.
So the biggest thing is the Cap thing,
Mhm.
and there's somebody standing behind Cap. My speculation, after I watched a couple times, and I'm trying to figure out what they're doing, but they're good at
Okay.
confusing you. I kind of think it's Loki, but they're
So-
not showing in their hand.
Here's what I've heard. Rumor Town is all over in this, so I can't guarantee anything in the rumors, but rumor, and this is why the whole Thor narrative where he's like, I fear this person more than that, blah, 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 all these armies, like he has that whole narrative he is. Rumor is this movie starts off with Doom killing Loki in front of Thor. And not just like Loki, god of time, Loki from the end of the TVA Loki, killed early in front of Thor by Doom.
Well, we know the Kangs are going bye-bye too.
Yeah,
in
so
very
the
beginning.
Kings thing are going to disappear right at the beginning. Doom's going to essentially interrupt that. The other part of the rumor bill I've heard with the story is that Doom comes from the Fantastic Four universe. We've seen that.
That's correct.
The thing I've seen is that, so we know it's Tony Stark's actor, Robert Downey Jr. playing him, but he's not Tony Stark. He's
Variant.
he's a variant, but he's Victor Von Doom, who was born to, and there's a comic that does a version like this where he's born to a different, like mom marries a different dad, and all of a
Well,
sudden,
you look at Iron Man. Was it Iron Man or whatever movie, the Marvel movie? he talks to his father about having a kid, and he wasn't even born yet.
Yep. So like there's these pieces where like they'll be able to work that out, where essentially he's just born Victor Von Doom instead of Tony Stark. Or changes his name. There's ways we could go with it. But again, Rumorville is in that universe, Tony Stark's daughter. They either Thanos didn't happen or any of these things, but Tony Stark's daughter died because of Silver Surfer and Galactus. And he holds Reed Richards personally responsible because Reed Richards wouldn't sacrifice his one kid for all the kids, including his that died. And as we saw the whole Tony Stark's daughter story, like that'd be the thing to push Tony over into Doom mode. And so Doom then, realizing there are multiverses upon multiverses, interrupts the Kang Council because someone else is trying to do these things and is very much acting from I believe I'm coming from a place of good position.
Right. If something happens to you, that's probably where you think you are.
And my thing is, I don't know if that's the way to go with Doom, though. Doom isn't trying to be good. Doom knows he's evil, but thinks evil's the right way.
Okay.
And that I think is, I'm going to wait until we see the movie, but that's what I think might get lost in Doom.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with this. The runes on him.
The runes. So
Wanda has runes. It's like
everybody's pointing out, but that makes sense. And I've talked about this on the podcast before. I've called it for a while that I think, and this might have changed, they've really tried to leave the Young Avengers behind. I think they were building up to this and we maybe now changed it. We could also wait and see where Secret Wars takes us. So let's see how this first movie goes. But the runes make sense. It makes sense with the Wanda thing. And the theory I'd had for a long time with what the story was telling us is we were going to do Children's Crusade, where Billy now is going to go looking for his mom. He's going to find his brother. He's going to go looking for his mom. Wanda, not dead, is training with Doom. Now, Wanda has learned to travel the multiverse, so possibly is with this other Doom now, or this Doom came to her. I don't know how they tied that in yet. They might not go with the training route. That's what happened in the comics, though. And then when Doom attacks the kids, kills Cassie, Scott Lang's daughter. I expect her to die in these movies still. They showed her in the previews. I think she's going to die in the movies to Doom. That's one of the things that helps turn Wanda because he attacks her kids too. But like ultimately, Wanda at that point has disappeared from M-Day and is with Doom and switches over. So I think we're tying in Wanda's probably going to come back, not in this movie, but in the next movie to fight him.
Okay.
But I think that's why we're seeing that now. And that's also why he's able to just grab Thor's thing like that. It's magic. He 100% magic. It's like Wanda grabbing it. She ain't strong, but her force field could just, and so it's one of those that those runes are showing he's working from magic, which he always has. Doom is a mixture of science and magic, which makes him so scary. His mom was a witch and he learned her magic, and he's as smart as Reed Richards, or smarter, he would say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many. We can go down 5 million roads.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that.
We could really talk about this forever. But
all right, Dom, I'm gonna have a drink of my beer, and you're gonna do this long quote here.
Okay, if anybody who's watching,
quote of the day, everybody.
Quote of the day. But I want you to chime in if you know what this is from. I won't say what this is from. So here's the quote. I got to tell you something. I'm really excited about it. For the first time today, I woke up, I came to the store, and I felt confident to say that you don't take this Michael McDonald DVD that you've been playing for 2 years straight off. I'm going to kill everybody and in the store and put a bullet in my brain. What movie is this quote from?
What movie is that quote from, everybody? In fact, we will put something on the line right here at All Season Collectibles. Here's what we're going to put on the line. We got... I got blind bags. I got a blind bag of Terminal. First person to respond with what that quote of the day is from, I'll get you a blind bag of Terminal. We're going to set it aside for you up there. Once again, that is I'm going to jump to the end of this, but guy woke up feeling really good. And if you don't take this Michael McDonald DVD that you've been playing for 2 years straight off, I'm going to kill everyone in the store and put a bullet in my brain. What movie is that from? It's a movie. I gave you all a hint. It's not The Clerks. What movie is it, everybody? Hit us up. Let us know if you get that first.
Will Green. No.
Now, in the meantime, let's talk about history. Today in history, not much. 1777, King Louis of France and his foreign ministers clandestinely agreed to supply the United States with munitions during the American Revolution, helping turn the tide in the American Revolution.
I have so many because I have pictures of the people.
Yeah, you got pictures there too. William Austin Bird, America's first typewriter, was patented, and the typographer.
Yeah.
Why did it change everything? That's everything? Still how we got our computers today. I love that one.
No, it doubled up on everything.
The Union Act passed by the British Parliament, uniting the Upper and Lower Canada in 1840. In 1944, the Bretton Woods Conference ends, established an international bank for reconstruction and development, later the World Bank, and something to do with banking. It's all failed us anyways.
Yep.
1995, Comet Hale-Bopp is discovered and becomes, the Comet Hale-Bopp is discovered and becomes visible to the naked eye.
Nearly a year.
Now, we got a couple of famous birthdays right now. Daniel Radcliffe, 37.
Mr. Potter?
Mr. Potter would like to not be Mr. Potter anymore. He's done a lot of other things.
Trying to get out.
Now you've got Slash at 61.
That's right, little G and
Hell yeah. And Marlon Wayans at 54
Happy birthday,
there.
54. Okay, these are pretty two interesting deaths. The girl that Kylie Hottie died at 18 in a car accident with some friends. The autopsy came back.
Yeah,
There was no alcohol involved.
She was the deaf girl from the Godzilla movies.
She was great in that movie.
She was a fantastic actress, and honestly, I thought she would be great to be like Echo or somebody later. Like she would have
been a great Echo.
Would have been great.
Now, Mad Max 2 star Mike Preston, he died at 93. If you don't,
all right,
you want to see the photo there? That's what we got there. We got all the convention and store news.
Yeah, I got to pull up my phone here. I'm going to get everything ready. First, I'm going to need your help. The grand opening is August 1st. What Garbage Pail Island artists do we have coming up?
We got Jeff Cox. We got
come on,
dog. Come on.
Barry Nigma. Kid Grimm. Eddie Rhodes III.
Who's that? I've never met him before.
Jason Montoya? Am I missing
That's
one?
one I can't. I got a blank. I do these videos every week and I can't forget things, man.
How much are going to be those cards? You've
$25
for the whole set?
For the whole set of 5.
So it's $5 a card.
But here's the kicker. There's only 25 sets available.
Y'all hear that? These cards we've been posting. I've been having people message me all week asking. I was waiting for the podcast to get these answers. $25 a set. 5 sets available. Basically $5 a card for those amazing ones right there.
And Mark Jackson will only be there from 12 to 2. So if you want to get a sign, get there early.
And let me tell you, he said 12 to 2-ish. I've met Mark Jackson. You might want to be there before 1:30.
Okay.
I'm just
like to get in and out.
Secret in. If that line stops at 1:20, he's out at 1:30. Don't think you're going to get in at 2 when no one's standing there. And if there's still a line, he'll still be there. He's cool like that. But if that line dies, the man's got shit to do.
Yeah, he does. He has some other business.
That being said, I want to go over. We're going to jump right to. Well, let's start. Let's finish that. So, next weekend, 10 to 6, actually even later, because we're going to have the One Piece tournament going on, is the grand opening on August 1st down there for the South Store. South Store's grand opening, going to be 10 to 6. We're going to have our biggest sale of the year. We're copy pasting the free comic book day sale over. I've never seen James do that. Even our Black Friday sale typically has a couple things less than the free comic book day sale. But your chance to get free comic book day prices at the brand new store down there. Do we got that address? Can you grab that for me real quick while I keep narrating for a second?
I got it.
He's pulling it on up for us. So brand new store down Centennial, just a mile down from where it was in already. So our South Store currently, University and Arapahoe Road, go a mile down to University and Dry Creek. Across the street from the Arapahoe High School, same parking lot as the King Supers right there, is the brand new store opening on August 1st.
Okay. The address is 7523 South University Boulevard. That is Centennial 80122.
That's it, everybody. You guys come on down to the store. We're going to have Garbage Pail Kids, 5 artists in there with those Mark Jackson cards. Mark Jackson there, 12 to 2. And make sure you guys come in early. Guys. Get there early for Mark Jackson. And then we are going to be doing that sale all day long. Best sale of the year. He's been moving some of my best product up from this store. This store's looking bare, so that store can have that sale for you all.
Looks good over.
It's going to be amazing. Don, you made that great video day. We have $200 in giveaways happening in the first 2 hours there. So between 10 and 2 or 10 and noon, come on in for those $200 in giveaways. And then that night, a One Piece case tournament, 12 boxes of One Piece. It is a mixed case. Players asked for that. They asked for me to mix it up a little bit. So some EBO3, some OP14, and mostly OP16, I believe, is going to be the mixture, or OP13, 16. It is a mixed case of all those. 12 boxes if we hit our full allotment of 80 players. If 80 players don't show up, we'll put in the amount that matches the player. So if you get 40 players, 6 boxes. You get 20 players, you're going to have a quarter of the case going in, so it's going to be 3 boxes. But I will match you to how many players showed up for the event. Boxes of One Piece. I've got product save. I've got Pitch Black save that's only going to be available at that store. Can't get it at our stores right now. You got to go to that grand opening.
Hey, get some. That's the new one too, isn't it?
Yep, brand new.
There we go. Good.
Now, convention news. It's been a great day for the convention up here. We have filled in another 4 booth spots today alone, which means I am down to less than 10 booth spots available for regular booths and corners combined. It's, I think, something like 5 corners and 4 regular booths now. I've got 2 Artist Alley spaces open currently, and I think that's it. Artist Alleys, we're done with sponsors. That's it. There's like 11 spots and 2 for Artist Alley. That's it, people. It is filling up. The show is going to be amazing. We have some great people come and check out those sponsor highlights we got. And as always, everybody, I want to talk a bit about Aurora Rise on this one. We are going to have Aurora Rise there doing their scholarship program. We just passed the 720 this weekend. It's going to be the 720 annual beer garden event. Aurora Rise is going to be set up at the beer garden there. It's up at the city hall, basically. They've got the little memorial garden outside for the theater shooting. They're doing the Chalk Art Festival at that time. Come see the amazing chalk artists coming out. Come on by, support Aurora Rise. If you have anybody who is in school right now who is looking for a scholarship, the scholarship program opened up. Go ahead and apply to that. We will be announcing the scholarship winners at our next show. Aurora Rise is going to be there, putting up their whole auction again. As always, that's why we do this show, everybody. We partner with our nonprofit partners, Aurora Rise here. We've been working with them since the very beginning. This time of year really hits hard and back to home. This is what we're doing this for, people. So make sure you come on out to the show. Support the nonprofits. Support the vendors coming out. Support Garbage Island. That's where I was at. Garbage Island, over 20 artists coming out. I want to read this full list to y'all. I've got Mike Stevens, Eddie Rhodes III, Shane Garvey, Barry Nigma, Jeff Cox, Pingator, Dr. Chud. That's our big special artist. I should have started with him. I'm just reading this down the list in order here. Lowell Isaac, Michael Bernard, Chad Shears, Jason Montoya, Will Green, Albino Rhino, Kristen Corvarubius, Julia Gulia, Patrick Giles, Adam Edwards, TJ Wagner, Julia Cavaniver, and Josh Miner. All showing up.
Tons and tons.
So everybody, make sure you guys show on up for the event. Come on out. Check out what we've got going on. This is going to be a huge event. I cannot wait. I cannot say how much. Like, we got Dr. Chud, Misfits drummer in the 90s and 2000s, songwriter as well. Classic. He's got the hair spike. I've seen people cosplaying him before. He is coming on out. He's also a Garbage Pail Kid artist. He is a licensed Tops Garbage Pail Kid artist and did that song, We Are the Garbage Pail Kids.
We Are the Garbage Pail Kids, yep.
So cannot wait, everybody. Make sure you check it all out.
Nobody got the quotes.
You know, Will Green's good. He said he Googled it. He didn't know it. He Googled it. I'm going to give you all the answer. That was from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Classic movie.
That's right. It's Paul Rudd when he's standing in front of the wall of televisions.
Yep.
And I think he's talking to the actual manager.
Yeah,
he just loses it with the manager. So, but he said Yamo be taking this thing down.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. As always, at All Seas Collectibles, we're setting up the other store here. We're getting our con going. We're 1-2-man showing over here with Dom today. We are keeping going no matter what happens. All Seas always pushing forward, doing what we got to do, people. We will see you August 1st for our grand opening and next week for the podcast on Thursday. Hey, everybody, keep collecting.